Once upon a time, in a quiet valley, surrounded by towering mountains and shimmering rivers, there lived two childhood friends, Sharee and Farhad. They grew up together, climbing trees together, racing across the green fields, and whispering their dreams beneath the starlit skies. Their bond was as strong as the ancient oak that stood at the edge of the village, a silent witness to their laughter and camaraderie. As they grew older, Cherie blossomed into the most radiant and kind-hearted woman in the village. Her smile could melt the iciest of hearts, and her voice carried the warmth of a hearth, even in the coldest winter nights. Farhad, on the other hand, grew into a man admired for his strength and determination. He wasn't born into wealth or privilege. His family were humble farmers who toiled under the scorching sun to provide for their families. But Farhad possessed a spirit that refused to bend before hardship. Many said he carried the fire of a warrior within him, ready to rise at the call of justice and protect the weak. Yet, despite his strength, his heart was as gentle as the flowing streams that ran through their homeland. As they journeyed through life, an unspoken love blossomed between them. Cherie found comfort in Farhad's strong presence, and Farhad drew courage from Cherie's quiet wisdom. But neither dared to confess their feelings. For Cherie's family belonged to an old, respected lineage in the village, while Farhad's people were humble farmers. And tradition drew an invisible line between them, one that seemed impossible to cross. Then came the day when Cherie's father received an offer of marriage for his daughter from the wealthy son of a neighboring landowner. It was a proposal that promised alliances, prosperity, and honor for their family. But when Cherie heard the news, her heart sank like a stone into the river. She thought of Farhad, of their shared dreams, of the unspoken promises in their eyes.
When Farhad heard about this, he was torn.
He couldn't challenge Cherie's family openly.
To do so would be to invite ruin upon her. But neither could he abandon the love that had become the essence of his soul. Summoning all his courage, he went to see Cherie's father and poured out his heart, humbly expressing his desire to marry his daughter. The elder of the two families listened patiently, but when Farhad finished, his response was like a bucket of cold water.
Farhad, he said, "You are a good man, and I do not doubt my daughter's love for you.
But good arts alone cannot uphold a household. My daughter's destiny lies in a different path." Though his words were a sharp blade, piercing Cherie and Farhad's hopes, Farhad refused to surrender. He knew in his heart that he was worthy of Cherie's hand, and that his love for her was the strongest force in the universe. So
he set out on a journey, leaving behind the valley and the woman he loved.
He traveled to distant lands, taking on odd jobs and enduring hardships, braving storms and loneliness, all for the hope of one day returning to Cherie. Meanwhile, Cherie waited patiently for Farhad, keeping their bond alive through her thoughts and memories. She rejected several suitors whose proposals were respectful but lacked the warmth of her heart as true desire.
She knew that one day Farhad would return, not because he had promised her this, but because she felt it in her bones.
Years turned into a decade, and as the seasons changed, so did Farhad. He had not only amassed wealth, but also gained respect and wisdom. He had honed his skills, proving himself in the arenas of life far away from the valley. Through it all, he never forgot Cherie. Her image was a guiding star that led him through the darkest of nights. And finally, the day arrived when Farhad decided to return home. He had proven himself not just as a man worthy of love, but also one capable of providing for a family. Standing before Cherie's father once more, he repeated his plea, his voice echoing with the experiences of a lifetime. This time, he was not just a humble farmer's son, but a man who had proven his worth in the world. Touched by his perseverance and devotion, Cherie's father finally relented. Realizing that love and respect were the strongest threads in the tapestry of life, the village rejoiced, celebrating the union of two souls bound by love, patience, and the promise of a future together. Thus,
The tale of Shareen and Farhad became a legend, whispered around hearths, reminding everyone that love, when pure and persistent,
can